Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. For the new subscribers, thank you for subscribing. For the viewers, thank you for clicking this video. So in today's video guys, I am going to be showing you guys how to never get stopped out your trades ever again. Right, so now how we're actually going to be doing this guys is using this stop loss model called the SDI stop loss model. And essentially guys, this SDI stop loss model is basically a mixture of seeing a doji candle right form. Right, so when this doji candle forms, this basically means this is a strong sign of a resistance zone, right, and also a sign of liquidity. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to restart my chart and show you guys exactly how to take trades like this, right? So we're going to actually start from here and we're going to clear our drawings. So what I do first is I always start with the daily time frame, right, and mark my area of interest and things like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark my area of interest. So now once you have marked your area of interest guys, how we actually not get stopped out of our trade is by understanding this. What we first do is guys, we look for a doji candle to form, right? So we actually look for a doji candle to form. So in this case here, this was the doji candle that formed, right? So what you now do is once this doji candle forms, you carry your box and then mark that area as a strong sign of a resistance zone and also a liquidity area, right? So basically once this doji candle forms guys, the next step is now to wait for price to give you an entry, right? So in this case here, if you take your trade, you're going to see that boom, price gives you this quote unquote shooting star. So you can actually take your trade from here if you wanted to, right? So if we place our sell here, stop loss right below that candle or right above that candle, and you take and continue your sells, you see boom, price literally sells back down, right? Now watch this. So when price sells back down, let's actually flatten our trade right here. Boom. Now watch this again. By playing the market, it actually sells back down again here. Now notice price gives you this shooting star. So now a shooting star represents, you know what I mean, a strong sign of a reversal, right? So what you now then do is wait for price to, you know what I mean, give you the candlestick pattern that you're looking for. So in this case, we're looking for a doji candle, right? So in this case here, we see this doji candle here. What you then now do is literally mark that box as an area of interest, and then the next step is now to literally wait for your entry. In this case, boom, so this was your entry right there, this candle right there, right? So when price gives you a sign that it wants to reverse, it then now gives you a doji candle. Then you mark that doji candle as your area of, you know what I mean, liquidity or your area of resistance, right? And then in that area there, you now wait for price to give you an entry. So when price gives you an entry there, literally you take your buy as a reversal, and then stop loss could literally be below that box, right? So in this case here, I would put my stop loss below this box here, or you could, you know what I mean, put it below the specific candle here because the stop loss is quite small. But let's actually show you guys how this strategy actually works, right? So boom, and then we'll play the market, right? It's playing, boom, boom. See, it actually even goes down all the way down here, but you still did not get stopped out. So you see how it works, right? And then just keep going, going, going. As you can see guys, price literally just kept on buying, as you can see, and we're actually following the trend. So boom, in this case here, price, so notice price gives like two back-to-back shooting stars here, but this is not part of our reversal trade here, so we could have actually continued. And also, like, we wouldn't be actually be awake in this trade because we usually trade the Asian session and the London session, right? So we wait for price to keep buying up. So in this case here guys, notice, right, price is now coming back to this area here. So now price is literally coming back to this area here. Just this price is literally coming back to this area here, right? So if you notice, same thing, price now buys up, your stop loss below the box, price is still buying up. It now does this crazy push up, right? Now you can actually take your trade here. Why? Because you know that, okay, price gave you this candle here as a shooting star, which is, you know, a sign of sells, right? And again, it's also a big bodied shooting star. So this is actually a stronger sign, you know what I mean, our price actually wants to continue the trend. Now in this case here, there was this doji resistance zone. So likely price wants to go back to that zone and then sell. So in this case, you can literally take your trade literally in this box here, and then your stop loss, same thing. You can actually flatten, close your trade right there, and then same thing, press your sell, and then stop loss literally below that box or above it actually, and then TP likely going to be below this. Now if you see how when price bought all the way up here, now price now created this doji candle here. So now I'm thinking that price will likely want to come back and fill this doji candle again, as you can see. And then if we play the market, you can clearly see that price is selling, right? So right now, this is basically where we are currently. So I do anticipate that price will continue to sell all the way to the downside, but at least first TP is likely going to be here, right? So this is basically what I'm predicting with GBP/JPY, right? Now this strategy, guys, basically works even with NAS 100. I'm actually even back testing this, and as you can see, guys, like I actually did back test this yesterday, right? So the strategy does work. So in this case here, guys, if you see, if I zoom in and then replay the market right here, boom, right, you're gonna see that price gave you this doji candle here. Now we actually did not have any reversal patterns. The only reversal pattern I see here is there's actually no reversal pattern here, to be honest. So if you actually just play the market, we're gonna see, okay, price actually gave a reversal pattern here. Notice this. So this reversal pattern is basically like a shooting star, but there's barely no wick at the bottom, at the top, I mean, right? So in this case, if you zoom in, you barely see the wick. So in this case, this would be a reversal pattern, boom. So you take your trade right there, and then stop loss below the doji candle, right, or the body, boom, like that, and then you take your trade. As you can see, it's buying up, boom. So you see it almost comes down to your stop loss, but you did not get stopped out. Literally always comes down and then keep on buying up, as you can see, like that. Oh, so you see it actually even came back down here, but it still respected this doji candle. So you see how, strong this strategy is, right? So now in this case here, price now buys all the way up here, right? It buys all the way up to this area of interest. Okay, boom. Then notice again, price now creates this doji candle here. Once price creates that doji candle, what do? You create a box, boom, like that. There's a sign of liquidity or a strong resistance zone that price needs to fill, and then you wait for your entry to pop out. In this case, this was your entry, right? So you can actually flatten and then take another sell here, stop loss above the doji box, and then you just continue your trade there. And then notice price now gives another doji again. So now if I remove this just to make, right, you're gonna see that now I see a doji candle here. You mark your box like that, boom, and then you wait for your entry like that. Okay, so price gave you a doji candle here, so two doji candles. So in this case, I would put my box up here, and then as you can see, price now gave this shooting star here. So this would be like my entry right there. So I'll take my entry there and then literally stop loss above this body right there. So literally, guys, this is me telling you right now that the NAS 100 will likely want to sell, right? So it might actually want to sell at least to this area here before it then now sells back down here. But this is basically, guys, how you never get stopped out of your trade, guys, by using this model called the SDI stop loss model. So guys, if you do want to learn more about this, I do have an ebook that I created. All you have to do is just click the link, the first link under the comment section, and then put in your full name, and then you get the ebook. So yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in a different video. Peace.